Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are doing a kind of funky apartment because I decided that I wanted to use this two-story apartment and make it like a one-story kind of. But it's also like kind of like multiple stories. So I used the platform tool and I wanted to make it like seem so like from the top story you can see like almost everything except for this kid's bedroom. But that kid's bedroom isn't that important. It'll be fine. It just gets left out from the screenshots for the thumbnail, but that's okay. It doesn't need it. It'll be fine. It's not an extraordinary apartment or a bedroom, not apartment. It is a good apartment though. I thought it was really cool. And I used like industrial things. I also made like the entire wall like brick on one of the sides of the building, like on the apartment, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a nice touch. It was also very frustrating to do some of it because I wanted it to work like a certain way, but also like you had to like get up to the second story somehow, and so the stairs were really kind of bothersome. But I was just like, okay, we'll just get over it. Also the bathrooms, because I wanted them to be usable, but also it was on like a platform in most areas of the apartments, so it's a bit different, but I still think it's really cool, and I think it's still functional everywhere. I didn't play test it because I like don't do that unless it's like very very tiny homes, but it should be. It doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't be. The stairs do not stay like this. They stay like that for probably, I don't know, the next 3 minutes, and then I was like, no, no, we ain't doing that. And I use like an actual staircase. I think I use a full like staircase from that floor to the next one, but I honestly don't know. Couldn't tell you, but I think it looks really cool at the end. And so that's good. Also, quick like side note, my brother was like making explosion noises as he does, as he is a boy, fun times. But I told him to like calm down like slightly. I would nicely. I don't just like tell him to shut up. I was like, okay, can you maybe like calm the explosion noises? And so he didn't respond to me, which typically he either has his headphones on or he just doesn't want to listen to me, so he'll not respond. It's really fun. But I asked him again. I was like, can you comment with the noises? And he was like, oh, I heard you the first time. I just didn't want to respond. I was like, okay, well, I kind of need you to respond because I didn't know you heard me. And he was like, well, I just don't want conversations to be like that. I would prefer not to talk to people. And I was like, yeah, you are my brother. Yeah, that is very correct. That is a very good point. And so he did comment with the explosions, as you cannot hear them currently, as you could hear them before. But it was a very funny conversation. Really enjoyed that. I really hope he doesn't watch this because he watches like every 20 videos. He's just like, okay, we'll watch a video, and I'm like, I hope it's not this one. I don't want to have this conversation. Oh, I got mentioned in a voiceover. No, you didn't. That was a different brother. You were not mentioned in a voiceover. No. By the way, I don't have another brother, just the singular brother. We're just gonna lie, just not him. It was not him. If he finds this video, I doubt he will. He does not have the free time anymore, but sometimes he does, which is kind of fun. Kind of not though, don't know. But you can see that this apartment is definitely getting together, and you can see the basic layout of the apartment, and I thought it was really cool. I was learning about Edgar Allan Poe while we were while I was building this, and so I thought that was cool too. I watched like a 45-minute documentary on him, which is really fun. I own like an Edgar Allan Poe like storybook, like that one of my friends gifted me for Christmas. So I thought it was really cool because I had read some of the things. It was mostly about his death, which I think is the funny part. But it was like his life, and then like 20 minutes about his death, because like it's like like the circumstances were weird and like no one really knows, kind of that stuff. So I think that's really fun, and so yeah, that's what I was doing while I was doing this build. So yeah, but that's about it. So I guess we're going to go into today's story. I was going to talk about cheerleading yesterday. I said that in yesterday's video, and then I didn't. But the video before that, I talked about like cheerleading competitions, and so I thought about one cheerleading competition that I went to, and I'm going to talk about that one because that one was a bit different and also it was really fun. So we're going to talk about that one, and I am going to use the actual name of the competition. Usually I don't use actual names for things, but I don't care because it's a competition and it is like an international competition, so it'll be fine. So this competition is called KC Live, Kansas City Live. So, but most people don't say Kansas City; they'll just say KC. But I don't know. But it was KC Live. So it's a cheerleading competition. I don't know if they do this for any other sports. I feel like that would be very, very difficult for like sports that aren't like group presentation based. So like dance maybe, or like gymnastics may be able to do stuff like kind of like this. But I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't do any other sports. Just cheerleading is what I did. Well, I did soccer, but that's besides the point. But the cheerleading is what I went to. So basically, what it went just like a normal competition until you got like to the performance part, which is the fun part. That makes sense, but that's the fun part of this competition because it was different. So basically, it's not live as in like that, but it was like live scoring, which is really cool because I swear some of the other judges take forever to judge you. Like at other competitions you can get your like scores back in like 10 to 15 minutes, but these people were like automatic, and I was like, that's kind of funky because what is it taking the rest of them so long to do? Don't know, just like checking probably. So I guess it may have been like less accurate scoring, but I don't know. There seemed like there were like twice as many judges. So, probably that helps. But you performed, and then there was like a platform on like the other side of the stage that like had like stairs and like a couch on there. So if you performed and you got a better score than the person that you're competing against, you went up onto this couch, like platform area, and you sat there until you got beat out. But it was like, because in cheer competitions, you go against people who are in the same age group and like skill level kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it fully, but like you have like 4, 5 maybe people that you're going to compete against. And so you go up against them. So if you went first, you'd automatically get onto the couch platform. So I guess that was a benefit. You got there at least a bit. Even if you did fairly horribly, you would still get onto the couch platform for the time while the other people were performing. And then when people like got better scores than you, and it mostly did, most people weren't, the first person that went was not usually the best performance. But when it was all over with your category, they would like have whoever's like remaining on the couch was like the winner, and you automatically like knew who won your category, which was really cool. And it didn't have any like group awards, which is understandable because like group awards like best on team of the night, because like that would be hard to judge because then you'd have to wait. And it was basically a very quick competition. Like they wanted everyone to be like a very quick competition, everybody in, out, and then done kind of thing. It was a very cool competition. But my team, we went third, but we were last because I think whatever year that was, there wasn't very much competition that year because not very many people like were of that skill group and age. So we went third, and the first person had gotten up there, and then the second people had not beat them. So the first people were still up there, and then we went, and we got like a very, very good score. We did very well that day. So we got up there, and we got to sit on the platform. But we didn't get to sit there for very long. You just got to sit there until the next person got up there. However, we were the last ones of the group, so they didn't kick us out until like the next like thing started. So we just sat up there for like a bit, and they took photos and stuff, like whatever. But then when we got off and we had won, so they took us to like a side exit of the like auditorium area, and they gave us a t-shirt, and it's a very odd t-shirt. It like looks like a suit like front, and it's just like a small like box kind of like shaped kind of thing that looks like you're wearing a suit. It's a very funky, and the back says like KC Live and stuff on it. It's a very funky t-shirt. I do like it. It is cool though. And they also gave us like I don't know, like the award men you get at like award shows. I don't know what they're called. I would not know. I'm not skilled in this field of, like a movie award. The men that just kind of like they're holding like award kind of things. That's a very bad explanation. Yeah. But we got one of those. It's fake. And it's plastic, but it's spray painted gold. Well, it's not spray painted gold. The plastic's just gold. It just looks like that. And it just says like first place KC Live on it. And it was very cool. And every single one of us got one of those. So they probably made like 1,000 just like plastic men just on like trophy stands that day. They just had them sitting out on the desk. It was really fun times right there. But it was a very fun event. I really liked going to that event, and that's the only time that we ever went to that event, so that was pretty cool. But I guess that's about it for today's video. It is almost screenshots time. Subscribe if you did like this video or you want to see more like that. But as I said, it is almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!